Hey guys, so I haven't put anything out in a while. I've been working on some respawn stuff, and it's been kicking my ass. I think I figured it out. Talked to Fwiz. Basically, I don't want to admit it's my fault, or even though I actually don't think it is more of the instructions I was given originally when I first became a director. It said to make sure the settings were exactly, as written, and I was following that, and basically what I found out, it was the wrong thing, where it wasn't necessarily wrong, but it was just the minimum, and I was trying to get it in HD, which it wasn't happening. So I figured out it was just some whatever, and it's fixed, and I'm working on it again. But I just want to put this video out because it's pretty important. The situation is we had our full team, me, Best Man, Defy, and Hysteria, and one day Best Man, Hysteria, and myself were online waiting for Defy, and Hysteria gets a message on AIM from Defy saying that he's no longer committed to the game, and he's just not feeling it, and he's gonna focus on school, and it kind of sucks that it took him this long to realize that. We missed the deadline to look at other pros and stuff, but it's whatever. That's basically why I'm doing this video, is because this gameplay actually is not from me, it's from Loki. And the reason why it's from Loki is because that's the person we picked up. And this is he's our teammate heading into Columbus, and it's, we'll be fine. We just got to practice. We didn't really practice too much as our old team. And Loki's very skilled, and he's just so open to learning, and I think that will definitely help us. And I feel like you don't find that quality too much in pros anymore, that they want to learn and they want to get better and all that, because they feel like they've been established and they have nothing left to learn. And it's a shame, because not all pros think that way, but there's a lot who do, and they know who they are. Actually, they probably don't even know who they are. They probably don't even realize it, and it's sad, because you got to the point where you did with a little bit of help. I learned a lot through, everyone I teamed with, I try to pick up a little bit from, whether it's, from people from my worst placing or people from my best placings. I learned something. And that's, that's what it takes, because the game's constantly changing, and you have to change with it. It may not change drastically, but it for sure changes. So, yeah, like I said, that's just a good quality that he has, is he's just ready to learn, and he's ready to go. And I want to, put everything that I've spent years on learning, and just at least, if he doesn't know it, get him to at least see my point, and maybe he can, teach me something as a player. Because, the game's the same for everyone, Like, I don't have any advantage over any player just because I'm a professional player. Like, I play the same game, and there's always learning to do. So, yeah, it's gonna be hard. This event will be hard. So when we do practice, it could be like 1 to 2 hours a night. But those 1 to 2 hours, we really need to figure out what's wrong going into this LAN that we have. Which, yeah, we have a LAN coming up in Chicago again. And as you can tell, that's the place to LAN. And that should be fun. It should be stressful as shit. But we better learn something from it. And because you never want to go into a LAN and just win, 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 win. If you never lose, you're never going to know what your problems are, and you don't want that to get exploited at the tournament. So there's just so much more to learn from losing than there is, like, if you just win constantly. I'm not saying you can't go to a LAN, win every game, and not win the tournament. For sure, you can definitely dominate LAN, go to the tournament, dominate that too. So, yeah, like I said, it's stressful thinking about it, but, being our new team, we've been a team for maybe 2 days. We haven't really had a good chance to practice yet. But it will be interesting, because this could just work out. This could be what we needed. And we'll find out shortly, though. And I'll definitely try to keep you guys updated. Like, what you don't understand, when I go to these lands, like, I'm playing high quality Halo, like competitive Halo, for 9 hours a day, probably more than that. It's like we start around 1:30 to 2, and we end like at 3 in the morning, not 3 p.m. in the middle of the day. So, I mean, let me tell you, it's stressful. Like, you're yelling, like, it's not non-stop, but it's like 2.5 hours. You get like maybe a 30-minute break, 2.5 hours, 30-minute break, and you do that like 3 times a day. But it's like kind of spread out. So, but like it's so stressful. It takes a lot out of you, and why I'm saying this is because I know I make a lot of promises, like I want to do interviews and stuff like that, and while I'd love to, it's just a lot. I mean, it is a lot to balance, because if I'm going to that LAN, I'm expecting have a good time and win, and we're gonna dominate, and that doesn't happen. Like, my focus isn't towards anything but like trying to figure out why we're not winning. So yeah, while I'm there though, I'll try to get some stuff out. Follow me on Twitter. That's probably the easiest way to see some things, and I just gotta stop being so emo if I do lose. And I just gotta, get something out there for you guys to see and enjoy. Try to get somewhat of an experience with me while I'm doing it. Like I said, if you see some emo tweets from me, it's probably because we're not doing so well. But yeah, so that's basically what's coming up. I know Modern Warfare 3 was announced today, and it wasn't even announced. It was just some information was leaked, and then they put up like some trailer / teaser on their site. No gameplay from it, just kind of what it's going to be about. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to work on some gameplays and stuff for you guys, some commentaries behind it. Just talking about what I'm doing in that game, what I should have done differently maybe. Because I can't imagine myself just going over a game and just, telling you guys how I think you should play, and then doing that 20 videos down the road later and just continuing that. So I'll try to just take each game for what it is and just talk about some points in it, and then just tell you what I've been up to. So let's hope I could, at least do that at least 2 times a week. Maybe I'd love to do it more, but we'll see where it goes from there. I'm gonna head out though, and let you enjoy the rest of Loki's gameplay. And as always, take it easy, and thanks for watching. Later, guys.
Flag taken. Flag dropped.